أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
Imagine waking up every day knowing that before you even speak, someone's already made up their mind about you, just because you're Muslim. Sounds dramatic? It's not. This is the quiet reality for millions of Muslims living in places like the UK and USA, where faith meets modern life in the most complex ways. Today I want to walk you through what it really feels like to be Muslim in the West, the struggles, the strength, and the silent battles you may never hear about. So let's start. But before starting, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share our video with your beloved ones. You're a Muslim and suddenly people assume things about you. That you're angry, extreme, or worse, dangerous. All because of your name, beard, hijab, or skin tone. Muslim women wearing hijab. They're stared at like walking statements. People ask them, "Aren't you forced to wear that?" And when a news headline breaks involving someone with a Muslim-sounding name, suddenly the entire Muslim community is expected to explain it. Imagine constantly having to say, "That's not what my religion teaches. That's not who we are." Please don't judge 2 billion people based on one person's actions. It gets tiring, but we do it every single time. Now let's talk about practicing Islam in public. You've got to pray 5 times a day. Sounds simple, right? But where do you find a clean, quiet space to do that? At school, at work, in the mall? Some Muslims pray in stairwells, in parked cars, behind buildings. Not out of shame, just trying not to draw attention. Because praying in public sometimes means getting stared at. Or worse, interrupted. And Friday prayer, it's supposed to be sacred. But not every boss or professor is okay with a long lunch break in the middle of the day. Many Muslims silently sacrifice that time, or face awkward conversations just to get permission. Food. You wouldn't think it's a big deal until you're the only one in the group who can't eat anything on the menu. Muslims check every ingredient. Is it halal? Was it cooked with alcohol? Any hidden pork products? People roll their eyes. Come on, it's just food. But for Muslims, eating halal is part of worship. It's not a trend, it's a conviction. And then there's hijab. Muslim women wear it for spiritual reasons, but society often sees it as political or oppressive. Imagine going to a job interview, and the moment you walk in with a headscarf, you can feel the energy change. You're thinking about your qualifications. They're thinking about your head covering. Now picture being a Muslim parent. You want to raise children with faith and strong character, but you're doing it in a world full of very different values. Kids come home saying they were made fun of during Ramadan, or asked why they don't celebrate Christmas, or why they have a weird name. You want your child to be proud of who they are, but not feel left out. It's a balancing act, and it's hard. For many young Muslims, the biggest struggle is identity. They're caught between two worlds. Too Muslim for mainstream society, too Western for parts of their own community. They just want to be themselves, but feel like they have to constantly explain, edit, or hide pieces of their identity just to fit in. This leads to anxiety, confusion, even depression, because no one teaches you how to hold on to your faith when everything around you pulls you in the opposite direction. Now, if you're still watching, you might be thinking, "Wow, this sounds exhausting." And it is. But here's the part that doesn't get told enough. Despite all of it, Muslims in the UK and USA thrive. They build businesses. They serve as doctors, lawyers, teachers, artists. They create safe spaces, lead charities, fight for justice, educate others, and most of all, they pray, they fast, they love, they hope, they hold, onto their faith with quiet strength. And that's beautiful. So the next time you meet a Muslim, don't just see the scarf, the beard, the label. See the human. See the resilience. See the faith they hold on to, even when the world makes it difficult. If you learned something today, share this video. Let's break the cycle of misunderstanding one story at a time. Subscribe for more real conversations. And as always, stay curious, stay kind. Peace.